Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Panthers and the Patriots on Thursday night.
From the home of many a title run and one of the NFL's most successful franchises, you're looking live at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. And finally, Brock, we can say it. Football is back. Oh, look at that. We didn't even practice that. Wins and losses don't quite count just yet, partner. But for a lot of people, us included, we are just happy to see games being played once again.
Yeah, it's been a long wait for fans of the sport. It's one thing to have a draft and OTAs. It's another to actually start hitting one another. And I know for these guys on the field, they can't wait to hit somebody else. And it's also the time to fight for roster spots and start shaping your roster for week.
We're through the warm-ups. Both teams are ready. And we're off and running from Gillette. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. Leading them out, fresh off a 3rd Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have...
Breaks through, and he might break away. Hits the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead right away. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability. But, boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering, why? Why this team wasn't ready to go? That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, the 3rd overall pick in this year's draft. After a decorated career at UNC, it's Drake May.
Kate, they target him at the top of this draft, envisioning he was their future face of the franchise. Even in the preseason, they're watching intently to see if his first look in their uniform matches the vision they had when they drafted him.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. May will throw to get us started here. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and ducking the ball.
1st and 10 from the 41. Going play action, May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. It's complete to Hunter Henry. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball. I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Off a touchdown early, and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few bluebirds.
On the counter, McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Ball at the 33 for first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He lobs it up, looking deep to the... He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 13-0 lead. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Panthers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Patriots offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shanu can score on these guys.
They'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. May looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throwing is May. That'll be complete to Gibson.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Got his target, it's Hill. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Kyle Duggar hauling him down. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Throwing from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Juwan Bentley.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. Still has room inside the 15. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Henry is in for the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a 20-zip lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers push their lead to 21-zip already. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Patriots running their offense out there. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. May now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And this one doesn't go far.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Bryce Behringer on now to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Panthers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Jukes out a one-stop. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play, and it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
First down throw, Mahomes. That's Jefferson, he's got it. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 29. That's Hill on the slant. Jukes one defender. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A quick 2nd score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
Yeah, I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? Mm-hmm. As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
To throw, here's May. Finds him on the slant. And he gets him around 6 there. Stopped on the play by big Chris Jones.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
May now on 3rd down. Buying some time right. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a New England first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
May on 1st and 10. This one finds Osborne. He's got to gain a 6 there. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Operating from the gun, here's May. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forced it.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Panthers pick this one up. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Nice cut back to the right. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers blowing them out now, 34-zip. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Panthers grow their lead yet again. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The New England offense running out now. And this has turned into a blowout very early, Brock, but still plenty of time left if they can start to put things together here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
On the gun, it's May. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Panthers pick this one up. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Panthers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
But that quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers continue piling onto this lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Here's New England ready once again on offense. This would be a good time for their first points of the game as they find themselves down a notable amount already in this opening quarter. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's May.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Second and 13. Oh no, he lost control of another one. And no turnover, it's gonna stay with the offense.
You know what, everybody on the field is gonna make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Wow, it's free again! Panthers pick this one up.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
The Panthers and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking up.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Panthers grow their lead off the turnover. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown! His 3rd of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Panthers tack on 7 more to their lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Patriots offense all set to go. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Gibson here from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. They get those 2 yards back, but now it leaves them with 3rd and 10. May now. Forced out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Oh, Kate. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
He fields this at the 18. Escapes a defender. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. Outstanding 28-yard return on that kick. And it's going to be Panthers football. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Mahomes. Kelsey's got it right side. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Lonnie Tavai ranging in for the stop.
Oh, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
From the 48, Kelsey makes the catch. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers blowing them out in this opening quarter. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the third time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers continue adding on to that lead.
Patriots nothing.
In it to win it. Take that, thank you.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now this offense getting set to work here. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's made in the air. He'll get this to Henry. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by Fred Warner.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Stevenson with another carry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Another punt coming up. Bryce Behringer to do the honors again. And he's been getting all of it every time out. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. Wow, special teams highlight here. What a kick, downing it at the 1. The visitors are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together, finding the end zone. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From his end zone, it's Mahomes. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. The 50. The 30. He's at the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers threatening to run away with it already. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a 2nd half to match this one. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Here comes their offense out again. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing is May. And that pass complete to Osborne. This is ahead for about 5. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
He takes off left on this 2nd down. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
To the air, 3rd and long. Wow, it's free again! Panthers pick this one up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Hey, a normal old stop with 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
Carolina about set to go once again offensively. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock, so high hopes again for this upcoming series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. McCaffrey has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Now outruns their offense to take over. And I'm sure they all got a stern lecture on ball security between possessions after they fumbled it away on their last series. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. May. Osborne hauls it in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Made a throw it. That'll be complete to Gibson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Antonio Gibson. A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Beringer out there to punt this away. And he's been one of the players of this game. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. And that one comes down at the 2 before bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. A whole lot to nothing is our score. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute.